What is energy security? The basic aim of energy security for any country is to reduce the dependency on imported energy source for economic growth. Can you tell me, Minister, why this is not happening? In Ireland, we are the most energy imported dependent country in Europe. We have no storage capacity for our gas, and there are no plans to reopen or upgrade existing facilities like Kinsale. Fines in County Limerick are for the last 10 years are struggling to get planning for gas storage facilities, and yet there is nothing sanctioned. We are completely reliant on the UK pipeline for our gas, which is not as secure as we would like to think since Brexit. Only recently the government have failed to apply for the European Commission funding initiative to source temporary floating LNG terminals. It must be noted that 19 other European countries took the grant aid and applied for it, but our Irish government did not. Do you know that in a country that is trying to bring down our carbon emissions, we have allowed the cost of importing fuels to surge to €10 billion this year? Yes, €10 billion. We are currently taking in 130,000 barrels of oil from a place called Qatar, and as yet we have no storage for gas in Ireland. This is easy wins. Lead by example. Show us alternatives. This is low-hanging fruit. Last night there was a debate on retrofitting and the collapse and the methodology that has been used to retrofit. So many deputies had the same story as I have. You talked about it there, Minister. 28 months is the average time to get a house retrofitted in Ireland. 28 months. If you work that into years, I'm sure you can work it out there yourself. 30 tonnes of bark mulch, Minister, came in from Australia to Fines to burn in peat burners in Ferban. Coal is being brought from Russia from Moneypoint, and turf is being brought from Poland. So for us to do the same here, Minister, and then we take out the carbon emissions across the world under the same sky that you and I are standing under today, does it not make sense for us to produce our own natural materials that we have here, to produce the same material in this country and not drag it halfway around the world? And you talk about emissions. Minister, you were asked last year to look into the Euro 6 engines for the truck industry. A couple of million euros would have replaced every truck in Ireland with Euro 6 engines, which at the turn of a key would have dropped emissions. That's common sense. Last night, or yesterday here, we had the Taoiseach, and he said to me that we are not a business. You are a business, and you should run the government like a business. You're collecting tax, PRSI, PAYE for the whole country, but you make the decisions for business that are actually creating the employment. So the whole understanding that you have a lack of business ethics shows why you are destroying businesses in Ireland. You have a VAT intake alone, even though you reduced it to 9%, is up 30% from last year, which has a knock-on effect to the businesses that are giving you the tax, PRSI, PAYEs into this country. They are also the income tax that comes into this country from every business that are here, give you 12% of their profits. So yes, it is a business, but the problem is you don't understand business, and that's why you're putting all the pressures on business. You talked yesterday about pensions and saying, yes, we have to have, for the pensions, we want people now to work until they're 70, but now it's the young people of today are going to have to pay for it, and say in extra PRSI contributions. Again, it goes back to business, who are paying our salaries here today and running this country, but it's all the money is being wasted because your departments don't know about business and how it runs. Business support people. People support government. Government are supposed to support the people, but your lack of understanding is evident. And I'm sorry, Minister, you will give me full attention when I'm talking. Thank you.